Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer, and we're back to loving more Minecraft. Continuing on. Still working on the building. It is a bit more awkward to work on the building from the side like this, but we will make do. Like I said, I'm not the fastest builder around. It's a good thing I build small, functional buildings rather than big, gigantic scale buildings. So here's a question for you guys I've been wondering about, and yes, this is random, but whatever. I've been thinking about this lately. How many of you stop your worlds and start a new one after a while? After you like get a certain amount of resources or a certain amount of time settled into a world, and then you just feel like restarting, like you have too many things and it's too easy and you're too OP compared to the rest of the world that you're in. You know, like everything you have is diamond, full enchantments, so on and so forth. How many of you decide to start fresh? You know, how often do you do it if you do it? Like, do you wait until the world crashes? Do you wait until certain updates that change world generation? I mean, what's your triggers for that? You know, and you don't have to necessarily start a whole new world, but like, do you maybe go through the Nether a ways and then make a new portal and go to a new land that way and start over there? Or because I've been thinking about it, you know, I don't really stay on my worlds too long. I generally stay until I get settled, and sometimes not even until I'm fully settled, but for one reason or another, maybe because of new updates, world generation and stuff, I end up going to new worlds. But I don't like the idea of hanging around on a world after a certain point, after you're so settled in, because then, you know, you get to a point where you have so many resources in stock you don't really have to go mining anymore. But anytime you're out and about, you end up mining anyway because you're just used to it, and you see a resource and it's like, oh, I have to mine this. Oh wow, I'm through my 2 stacks of stone already, and I'm only on one side. I am gonna need quite a few stacks. Oh, alrighty then. So anyways, after a certain point in a world, it's like, I have too many things, I'm too settled in here, I never have to worry again. You know, I never have to worry about running out of materials again. I never have to worry about using stone tools again. Sometimes you can get to the point, if you're really lucky, I haven't been this lucky, but some people have, where they get so many diamonds they don't really have to worry about using iron tools again. Now, I don't mind using iron tools and stuff. That doesn't bother me at all. But you can get to where you have stacks and stacks and stacks of crap that you'll never get through. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need cobblestone. So, anyways, what brought this up to my attention, why I've been thinking about it and wanted to ask you guys about it, is I've been watching a few videos from the Brocraft series. Darrenus, Mindfiend, Dwindon, and Keebs on the rare times he's around. And they on their worlds are just totally settled in on that server. I mean, they have these huge, gigantic cathedrals, and the entire villages that they've made, and the whole system in the Nether, and they're just totally settled in. Never have to worry about anything ever again. As long as they're on that world. They don't even use like their original home base area anymore. They each have their own settlements and all that stuff. And it's great to watch them and stuff. Then mainly because they have a great chemistry with each other, and they always make everything fun. But I've been thinking about it, and it's like if I were on that world, I don't know how long I could keep playing the way they play it, with endless resources and stuff, where they can make gigantic castles and cathedrals and like all the time too. I don't know if they'll ever run out of resources now without even having to go mine again or anything. And it's like sometimes I just wonder if they ever felt like starting new again, like a brand new world or whatever. I don't know. To me, some of the best times I've had in Minecraft is starting fresh on a world. And that's not to say when you get settled into a world and you get all of these materials and stuff that you shouldn't have fun and enjoy your time with them and, appreciate what you've earned and all that. I totally get that. If I had all the crap that they have, I would probably make use of it for a while, but I don't know. There's something about starting fresh on a world, being dependent on the things you have, knowing that you could run out of X, Y, and Z at any time, knowing that, if your sword breaks during the middle of a fight, you might be screwed. Just certain things. And particularly when you're on a server like with those 3 or 4 guys, when they're together, I can only imagine how much fun it would be starting out. And then they would have it, 3 or 4 times easier because each person could be getting resources and stuff, and then probably an hour or 2 they could be all settled in again. Not as much as they are right now after spending, I don't know how many hours on the server, but I don't know. Sometimes I think it would, not to be mean to the Brocraft guys or anything, because I love those guys. They're awesome. I love watching their videos and stuff, but sometimes I think it would be great if, like, the world crashed on them. If something in the game forced them to start fresh, just to kind of get back to the whole starting over thing, just to start things fresh and stuff, because like right now they travel through the Nether and they have these huge, Minecraft or minecart shafts and everything, and they go get diamond this, diamond that. They don't even think about it. They have the mob traps and stuff, so they don't have to worry about experience or none of that. It's. But then again, some of those guys are probably a bit more into building than I am too. I build small functional buildings because, well, I have to because they're small and functional. I'm building them for a reason, but yeah, the building looks alright. It doesn't look quite like the building I have in real life that I based it on, but it's a decent representation. It looks alright. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. What do you guys do when you play Minecraft? Do you start worlds a lot? Do you hang out on the same world, build gigantic structures and stuff? Do you play more like a nomad on the same world? Like if I stayed on a world long enough, if updates and stuff didn't sort of push me into getting new worlds and all that. And I stayed on the world long enough, I would probably end up playing a nomad. I would play till I get a certain area settled to where I didn't have to worry about stuff, where I was pretty settled in. And then I'd take off, either overland or through the nether or something, go to a new area and start over again. And I would just have these little camps all around the world. You know, wherever I've been, I'd settle up, you know, I'd make a home and get my resources and mine the area, and then I'd take off and move on again. I think that'd be kind of fun. I've wanted to actually do that for a while. I know I've talked about that in other videos, that idea. And maybe that'll be something I do on this world, I don't know. But that's what I would do if I stayed on the same world long enough. I mean, I have worlds. I have my very first world in Minecraft. I have worlds from back in Alpha. Long time ago. But I haven't been on them in quite a while either, you know, so it's not like I throw my worlds away. I just don't play on them after a certain point. Should probably put some torches up in here. Just so mobsters don't come in and ruin everybody's day. That should be good enough. I really don't even have to worry about spawning so much in here because, again, these are slabs, so I don't think the monsters would spawn on these, although I don't know if it depends on their placement because these are flat. You notice the blocks are laying right on top of them, so I don't know if block placement has anything to do with it or not, but I shouldn't have to worry. Now, I don't know why the lighting area is weirding out up here, but there's really nothing I can do about it at this point, I don't think. Putting up torches doesn't seem to change it, so I guess that's just how it is. Maybe it's because the rafters are up there. That must be it. The rafters are up there so light isn't shining through the half blocks. Yeah, because it continues up here too. So that must be it. That's weird. I didn't know it did that. That's kind of a cool effect because it kind of lends itself to the ceiling being not very thick and sort of you know, kind of a false ceiling effect. So that's actually kind of cool in a way. That's neat. That's an unintended side effect that I like. Awesome. Actually, I can just leave this door open forever. I don't ever need to close that. For all intents and purposes, this building's done. There's some more fencing that I could put around here, around the outside. And there's also this double door thing that I'll have to get to working on. But basically the building itself is done. That project is done and completed, so I can move on to some other things. So yeah. Awesome. Looks pretty good. For what I was going for, it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. Alright. I think for right now, since the previous video I'm sure was fairly long, I'll go ahead and leave this video fairly short, and I'll call it good for now since we got the building done. Next time I think we will go do some exploration, overland, maybe see if we can find a village or a temple or a ruin or something. I don't know. Just go look around, see if we can find something interesting. And then when we make our way back home, our next building project will be the patio area here that leads to a stairway down there to get down there easier and back up easier. And then after that, we will probably mess around with another portal and maybe make another portal over at the spider dungeon area and see if we can get those connected and stuff. And then after that, we'll build the reed farm, and I don't know about after that. Those are the plans that I have sort of in mind now. If you have any suggestions, comments, anything you would like to maybe see me do that I could potentially do at this point, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and listening to me ramble on as I build. And we'll be loving more Minecraft later. I am the Good Old Gamer. Bye-bye for now.